So this is just another short video on how I installed the dashboard vinyl cover. So initially I did a template of the original one before I took it off. So that was a good basis to start from. I then made my first vinyl template, but I didn't allow any extra on the edge to fold down over the front. So I had to cut another one out. So that's this one. So when I cut it out, I then laid it over the top and I made a mark in the middle, which hopefully you can see here, a little red dot which marks the center. I then made another newspaper template and masked off to a line that I'd drawn on here with a texter. After I'd done that line, I then glued the paper to the edge with masking tape. I then sprayed the contact glue on all the faces, on all this face and the front face here. Took the newspaper off, and then I asked to be ably assisted by my wife. So I held one half and my wife held the other half, and I placed this on here and then followed this line around here until I had that lined up correctly. And then we swapped sides, and I then laid the second part down here on this edge. Then got a little roller and rolled it all flat. So this being the roller, so then I rolled everything flat so that it got all the bubbles out, and then folded it down the edge. And then one thing I found that was something that had been happened to other people was they forgot to put these on after they pissed this on before they put the windscreen back on. So I've made a point of making sure I do these before I put the windscreen back on. One thing that I did find out was that the person who did the car put the door seals on, and they left the door seal shy here. So this part of the door seal was sticking outside of this, so I had to cut two new door seals so that this part went inside the chrome finisher. That was a bit of a mistake, so I've left a bit extra on the back here so that I know if I've got anything on here that I got some extra to play with. So yeah, that's just showing how I did this vinyl cover, and then I'll cut all these out with a Stanley knife with a new blade. So I was a bit scared doing this because, you know, you slip with a Stanley knife and you got to start again. So that's all been done now. So the next stage now is I'm going to get my wife again to give me a hand and install the windscreen so we don't scratch the paint. So that'll be the next little bit of progress so far.